Welcome back to Secrets of Buried Stories. The world is full of hidden treasures, lost to time, war, or the earth itself. But few are as securely locked away as the fortune described in the Beale Ciphers, a vast hoard of gold, silver, and jewels, buried somewhere in Virginia, its location revealed only in a coded message that has defied cryptographers for nearly 2 centuries. It is perhaps the ultimate buried secret, hidden not only by the earth but by a veil of numbers. The story begins with a man known only as Thomas Jefferson Beale. According to a pamphlet published decades later, Beale was the leader of a group of adventurers from Virginia who, in 1817, discovered an incredibly rich vein of gold and silver while hunting buffalo in the American West, somewhere near the border of Colorado and New Mexico. Over the next few years, they mined a vast quantity of precious metals. Beale, elected by his partners, would periodically transport portions of this treasure back east for safekeeping. In 1820, during one of these trips, Beale allegedly decided to bury the accumulated treasure in a secure location in Bedford County, Virginia, to keep it safe from bandits. The treasure, described in later accounts, was immense, thousands of pounds of gold, silver, and precious stones, estimated to be worth tens of millions of dollars in today's value. Before his final planned trip back to the West in 1822, Beale traveled to Lynchburg, Virginia. He entrusted a small, locked iron box to Robert Morris, a respected innkeeper. Beale told Morris he was going away for some time and that if he did not return within 10 years, or if Morris received a specific instruction from Beale himself or his partners, Morris was to open the box. If Beale or his partners did not show up after that time, Morris was free to open it. Beale then disappeared, heading back west, and was never heard from again. Morris waited for 23 years, well past the 10-year limit. In 1845, convinced Beale was not returning, he finally opened the box. Inside, he found several letters from Beale detailing his adventures, the discovery of the treasure, and his reasons for burying it. Crucially, the box also contained 3 sheets of paper, each filled with rows of numbers. These were the 3 ciphers. Beale's letters explained that cipher number 1 described the exact location of the buried treasure. Cipher number 2 detailed the contents of the treasure. And cipher number 3 listed the names of Beale's 29 partners, with instructions for them or their heirs on how to divide the wealth. Beale stated that a key to deciphering the messages was in the possession of a friend, whose name and location would be revealed in a sealed letter that was to be sent to Morris if Beale died. That sealed letter never arrived. Morris and his friends became obsessed with trying to crack the codes, particularly cipher number 1, the key to finding the fortune. They tried numerous methods, treating the numbers as substitutions for letters, attempting different books or texts as potential keys, where the position of words in a known text could correspond to numbers in the cipher. All their attempts failed. After Morris's death, the box and its contents passed to his friend, who continued the work for 2 more decades. This unnamed friend finally achieved a breakthrough, although not with the cipher they most desired. Through painstaking trial and error, trying various documents that would have been widely available in Beale's time as potential keys, the friend used a copy of the U.S. Declaration of Independence. By numbering the words in the Declaration and substituting a number in the cipher for the corresponding letter of the word in the Declaration, he managed to decode cipher number 2. The decoded message of cipher number 2 was indeed a detailed description of the treasure: gold, silver, and jewels, weighing thousands of pounds. This partial decryption, and the successful use of a known document as a key, seemed to validate Beale's story and the reality of the treasure. However, despite confirming the treasure's existence and contents, the friend could not decode cipher number 1, which held the location, or cipher number 3, which held the names of the partners. The Declaration of Independence did not work as the key for these 2 ciphers. In 1885, the friend, realizing he would likely never solve the mystery, published the story of the Beale ciphers in a pamphlet, including the text of the 3 ciphers and the decoded message of cipher number 2, in the hope that someone else could finish the task. Since then, the Beale ciphers have become one of the most famous unsolved cryptographic puzzles in the world. Generations of cryptographers, mathematicians, treasure hunters, and amateur enthusiasts have attempted to decode ciphers number 1 and number 3. They have tried using every conceivable text as a potential key: the Bible, Shakespeare, other historical documents, even newspapers from the era. Computer analysis has been employed, looking for patterns, frequencies, or hints of the original text. Despite these efforts, ciphers number 1 and number 3 remain unbroken. The failure to decode the location cipher, combined with the fact that no treasure has ever been definitively found in Bedford County, Virginia, has also fueled skepticism. Was Thomas Jefferson Beale even a real person? Was the entire story, and the uncracked ciphers, an elaborate hoax perpetrated by Morris's friend for fame or profit? While the historical existence of Robert Morris is confirmed, Thomas Jefferson Beale is harder to verify conclusively in historical records outside of this story. However, the complexity of the ciphers themselves, especially the fact that one was successfully decoded using a method consistent with a proposed design, makes a simple hoax difficult to accept for many. If it was a hoax, why make one cipher solvable but leave the others impossible? The most compelling evidence for the story's authenticity lies in the successful cracking of cipher number 2, which seems too specific and detailed to be a random jumble of numbers that just happen to align with the Declaration of Independence to produce a coherent message about treasure. The search continues in Bedford County, Virginia, and the hunt to solve the codes persists among codebreakers worldwide. The buried secret of the Beale ciphers lies in the keys to ciphers number 1 and number 3. What book? What document? What pattern holds the key that unlocks the location of one of America's most legendary lost treasures? And what names are contained in the third cipher? Until those codes are broken and the treasure is found, or conclusively proven not to exist, the story of Thomas Jefferson Beale and his coded fortune will remain a captivating historical mystery, a profound secret buried behind a veil of numbers, waiting for the right mind to unearth it.